Billiards, how to play. These are the general rules, but all billiard games should be followed unless the big game says otherwise. There are 6 pockets on the table, 4 corner pockets, and 2 side pockets. Diamonds go around and long and short reels. 2 diamonds end at the other side with a long reel into the major line called the head string and foot string. In the middle of the side is the head spot and the foot spot. It is like a taper into the center spot. The short reel with the head spot is called the head reel, and the place between the head spot and the head reel is called the cushion. Walls is all cushions and the edges near pockets are called pocket points. The white ball is called the cue ball. The other balls are called object balls, of which they are colored solid and striped. The stick player racks around the ball is called a cue. Use a triangle to rack the balls and the apex ball shown on foot spot. All the balls must be lined up behind the apex ball and pressed together so they all have contact with each other. And the player throws the ball into the pocket and legal shot. This is called to pocket. And the player starts over and my opponent goes. Hitting a cue ball with a race on the table. You all strike the cue ball. Strike the ball. Rest your hand on the table. You seal at the crook you're down. You don't like it and get square off the cue if you want. Hitting the ball is called a stroke, but head must be monitored. You don't push the ball or the foul. You may not touch the cue ball and everything up at the tip of the cue or the foul. To determine who goes first, each player sells a team should solve a ball for a head string so that it bounces up a foot rail. A turn it has closest pocket to the head rail. This process is called the lag. A player whose ball and cushion wins the lag in a tournament 2 breaks. To break, place the cue ball in the kitchen and strike it directly to rack balls. Do not touch anything or striking balls or the foul. If you scratch on a break, you will not lose the game. When the cue ball in the pocket touches the object ball, ready pocket it as a scout called scratch, and results in a blossom turn. Hold the gag and ball in hand. Ball in hand, place the cue ball anywhere in the kitchen. The shooting player then got shoot ball is in the kitchen, unless they bounce the cue ball up the foot rail. The ball in hand may be adjusted the arm rail bump to the net. The ball is pocketed and then the man remains there. A caller rebounds and pocket back onto the table then into the pocket ball. Call shot detention intended object ball inside pocket with the shooting floor. However, in the upper shot, it will not be indicated. The exact pocket the shot ball uses those immediately indicated. No word, and there is no object ball if you are not pocketed. The opening position is called a call shot, and position invites you only one ball in the pocket of each shot, and you are penalized and get the ditch. The opening break is not a call shot. Shooter makes goes to call safety when the player passes in to push it. In a passion, this is shooter. One ball and one ball in the place it's a tradition of it. And avoid those pots on the same line. It's the football and the pocket the cushion and the side. A still motion. This includes rotational motion. In any ball's moves on its own, I turn all the balls in long seconds. The closer you can to play precision. An object ball drops into the pocket by itself as a player shoots it. Turn the otherwise in cuff. A cue ball with an object ball per chance by a turn stroke, and the player must shoot again. If you foul when it ends, a stroke is invalid. To ensure square balls are hard to and to shoot it. And drop the ball as it cuts and you jump. And go to legal in the foul. And color go to bed by traveling into the air along in bed or to jump the ball foul. Balls are roll around and objects like the floor. And jump ball. There's a foot spot. This is called spotting. and then one ball in a particular spot, it is sanding. It's a foul. If you should head to the chalk on a reel, it has foul. These are the general rules for all billiard games. It should be followed as big games as otherwise.